All right, let's go and practice some of these concepts. Let's go ahead and delete all of these position keyframes. Go ahead and click on the stopwatch, and all of them are gone. Let's exit the graph editor view. There you go. And let's do a little bouncing ball exercise. If you have ever been in an animation class, you know this is the classic exercise where a ball just bounces up and down. Move the CTI all the way to the left, and let's move the ball about here. Keyframe position, move in time, and let's scrub just the Y value. There you go, so the ball goes up. All you need to do now is click on the word position to select both of the keyframes. Let's go ahead and copy these. Control or Command C, copies, move in time, and paste, Control or Command V. There you go, and let's go ahead and just paste them once more. Control or Command V to paste. And we have now a ball that just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a RAM preview of it, and there you go. Go ahead and stop that. Click on the word position to select all of the keyframes, and let's go to the graph editor. See, they're slightly mismatched in speed. All you have to do is select all the keyframes. Let's go ahead and leave the graph editor view. Click on the word position, right-click one of them, and choose Rove Across Time. There you go. Now, right-click on any one of them again, and deselect Rove Across Time. The reason I did this is because I didn't really want for the property of the keyframes to be roving, but I wanted to have the speed even across all of the keyframes. Click on the word position again to select all of them. Right-click one of them. Choose Keyframe Interpolation. And under Temporal Interpolation, choose Continuous Bezier. We would like to have a relationship between the incoming speed and the outgoing speed. Click OK. Now let's go to the graph editor. All of these keyframes contain Continuous Bezier Temporal Interpolation. Let's scrub the timeline. Scrubbing the timeline just means click and drag the CTI back and forth so that you can see what's happening. All right, so my ball starts down and it needs to go up. As it goes up, it needs to decelerate because of gravity. So the second keyframe here, all I need to do is select it and drag it down. Goes down here, and in here again, I also need to select that and drag it down. And finally, the last one, drag it down. I can actually do a marquee select. That just means click and drag and select all of the keyframes, all of the top keyframes, that is, at the same time. All I need to do now is click and drag one of the handles and just move them up. Right now, I have just changed the speed of these keyframes. If I do a RAM preview, remember 0 on the numeric keypad, we should have a little bounce on that ball. As it goes down, it should accelerate. Right now, it's not happening enough. Let me just move it a little bit higher. That should do it. And let's RAM preview it. And let me stop that. As you can see, you can totally play around with the timing interpolation of your keyframes. If you wanted to go even faster, just move the keyframes even higher in the speed graph. And if you wanted to go slower, just move them lower. So as you can see, very, very easy to do and very, very usable. If you want to play around with the ball so that it looks a little bit more like it's bouncing, go ahead and interpolate some scale keyframes in there so that it looks like it's squishing when it's hitting the bottom part of it. But for now, just enjoy your little bouncing ball.